Hey, what's going on, guys? I'm going to make a quick video talking about the progress and how the 250 is going. So today I'm going to talk about the plumbing, the equipment that is going to be in the tank, and I don't know, a little bit of miscellaneous stuff. Thank you for joining me, and let's go. All right, first of all, let's talk about the doors. So I managed to make this is a rough sketch. So this is a prototype. It's not the finished product, of course. So what I did, I found these 3D hinges. It's called 3D because they move in three different positions. This stuff is not from Home Depot. This I found in a big a hardware store that deals with kitchen cabinets. So the cabinets from my kitchen, I went to these people, asked for hinges, and this is what I got. It is a lot better than the crappy stuff from Home Depot. So I'm happy with the results, and most likely, another thing is, all right, so another thing about the doors was that I have to go a little bit thick, man. So before I wanted to be half an inch, and that was pushing it. So the hinge, I have to make a hole, and the hole is really deep. They have the plywood, half an inch plywood, was very sketchy because I have to, the tolerances were too great. So I decided to go with the 3/4 plywood, and it looks a lot better. The only problem is now I have to change this piece. I have to change this piece, and I have to change that. So I have to change everything back, but at the end it's gonna look uniform and complete. And I'm happy that I don't have to, like, I already know what to do. You know what I mean? So that is going to be the last thing. All right. So nice. All right. Now let's talk about the plumbing and equipment. So now the equipment, really quick. So the filtration is going to be the deal by and Red Sea Reef Mat 1200 Reef Octopus. I believe this one is rated for up to 300 gallons bio load, and don't quote me on that, but it's more or less something like that. And then the Pax Bellum, this one is for tanks up to 300 gallons, 250 I will say. This is the medium size model. The one that I currently have in the other tank is the small one. This one is the medium size, so it's a little bit larger than there's another one that's bigger than this. That one is for, I believe, 500, 1,000 gallons, something like that. But this will be plenty for this tank, believe me. And then that's the first chamber, second chamber, and then in the third chamber, I'm going to run this tank with 2 pumps, all right? So it's going to have a dual pump system, and it's going to be a type of, I will say, a hybrid system, because one is going to be a Vectra, and the other one is a mass spec pump. I will let you know about that in the future when I make like a more in-depth, when this stuff is ready, I'll explain all the stuff. All right, let's talk about the plumbing. So right now, that's the plumbing. Or better yet, let me take this stuff out. All right, let's talk about the plumbing. So this is the plumbing so far. This is what I managed to do in this tank. So first thing, it's a really minimalist plumbing setup. That's what I wanted from the beginning. Less pipes, no clutter, and a lot of room to work with. That's exactly what I wanted. Okay, so one thing people that might know is that this size, these pipes from the drains, this stuff right here is 1 inch. The returns, that's 3/4. Okay. The tank itself, the holes, those holes are for 1 inch. Focus, okay. And then the returns is 3/4. So I'm not changing anything. I really wish the returns were a little bit bigger than 1 inch, but that's all I have right now, and that's what I have to work with. Okay, so that's right there. And then I'm going to have a big manifold. So four valves are going to, I will be able to control pretty much everything from here. So only the returns are going to manage all this stuff. So that's really good. I don't need to add more pumps or crazy stuff. So it's going to, the idea is to have this stuff very clean, all right? Very user friendly.